They don't have to sort of climb the same
The legacy, the
ladder.
constraints, let's say.
Exactly. They can really learn from the more developed market what works and then implement that. But I think the biggest challenge that you're seeing in Africa right now is still some of the legacy infrastructure that is just too far behind, and that goes from simple things like roads, logistics to financial technology. And for me, from a payments perspective, since that's what I'm mainly focused on, is it is, 15, 20 years behind from what you're now seeing some of the more fintech focused providers here up in Europe or in the US are. And there's simple things like hosted payment pages, hosted checkout. It's heavily used. Some of the more older payment processing platforms are heavily used. So even though some of the technology is there, they are still running on more legacy infrastructure, which is where I really do believe some of the next wave of fintech companies will be coming up. Is how do you replace that, and how do you improve on the infrastructure? And of course, that goes from road, bridges, train station. I mean, if you go to some of these countries, they don't really have addresses even. The mailman knows who lives where. So you can imagine running a retail company online.
Good luck.
Exactly, it becomes almost impossible.